Hello and welcome to this here podcast, Never Seen It. My name is Trent. I'm here with my wife, Betsy.
Hi there.
And today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to watch a movie that neither of us have seen, and we basically know nothing about it.
It's true.
We're going to watch Demolition Man from 1993.
Yes, so it's Sylvester Stallone and Wesley Snipes. And they were both pretty dang famous at the moment they made this movie.
Yeah.
So I once posed a question, just because I'm always curious what people respond. I occasionally ask people, what's a movie you know exists but you know nothing about? So like the title Demolition Man. I know this title. I know it's these two.
Yeah.
I could not tell you a damn thing about it.
I know it's an action movie because, of course, why would you get these two guys if it's not an action movie?
Exactly.
But like what it's about, who else is in it, I don't have a damn clue.
Well, we know one person who's in it, but only because we watched something this morning.
Yeah.
Where it came up in conversation. Apparently, Jack Black is in this movie.
1993 Jack Black. What does he look like?
Yeah, very young. Early in his career, he's going to pop up somewhere in this. I don't know if he'll have any lines or anything.
Right.
We'll probably go, it's him.
Hey, look, it's him. And then
gone.
He's dead.
Yeah. So if I'm making assumptions about this movie, Stallone is doing a Stallone thing.
Stallone is not meant for his, deep acting ability.
No, he's not known for that.
And we are not known for watching a lot of Stallone movies. We've talked about this. Like, we went through his IMDb page once, and we picked out a few.
I was just sitting here thinking about that. I know you've seen Cliffhanger.
Yep.
I watched part of Cliffhanger with you. Mm-hmm. I've never seen Rocky.
I've never seen any Rocky movie.
I've never seen any of the Rambo movies.
Mm-hmm. I've probably seen First Blood, like most of that, but like anything more than just the cursory look at it, like, yeah, he's a wronged Vietnam vet.
Yep.
And that came out when nobody was talking about Vietnam vets and all the fucked up shit that they had to go through.
Right. We haven't watched The Expendables.
Nope.
Which gets all of those guys together.
Right. Yeah, and like a huge blind spot for the two of us is like 80s and 90s
just
action movies.
Action movies.
Like Stallone and Schwarzenegger and
Van
all of
Damme.
those guys. Just nothing.
Listen,
nothing.
I have to assume this is going to be like corny and over the top. But
I hope so.
But, maybe better quality than RoboCop, but in the same vein as far as the spirit.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, it knows what it is. Yeah. Same, going back a second, same thing applies to Wesley Snipes. I've not seen a lot of Wesley Snipes movies.
Blade.
You made me watch Blade.
We've watched all three Blade movies, which I love. I love all three Blade movies in their own way.
Yeah.
3 not so much, but whatever. But yeah, other than those movies, I don't think I've seen a Wesley Snipes movie.
Yeah, I have nothing against these two actors. They are immediately recognizable when they show up in things.
Yeah.
They are stars in their own right.
Fucking Stallone showed up in that second Guardians movie.
He sure did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go figure.
Right.
But as far as this one goes, beats me.
Yeah,
We're just gonna have to go and check it out.
Yeah, and like, what else have I seen? Stop or My Mom Will Shoot.
Oh,
I have seen that movie.
I don't think I ever watched that. Wasn't that the lady from Golden Girls?
Yeah. She's the oldest one.
Estelle Getty.
Estelle, yes. Yes, I have seen that movie.
It's funny that he's done comedies.
Right.
He has done different genres, but action movies, they're his bread and butter.
It's kind of a trope for guys like that. Vin Diesel did The Pacifier.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan did
Mr. Nanny.
Mr. Nanny. Schwarzenegger has done a bunch of those.
Yeah.
Shaq did Kazam. All of these guys who are known for other things.
Yeah.
do kids movies or like kind of
family movie.
A family movie. Thank you.
Yeah.
But
I don't think that's what this is.
I don't think Wesley Snipes ever did. But then again, he spent a lot of time in prison for tax evasion.
He did. He's not so good with his money, is he?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
But they cast him in one of those Expendables movies, and I'm sure that helped out a lot.
Was he in one of those?
Yeah. In the later ones.
Well, that's probably because they've known each other since 1993's Demolition Man.
Right. So, we are going to go watch Demolition Man.
Pretty much blind.
We don't know what we're going to get from this. I have heard it is really, really, really good from people who would know. So,
okay, then.
We're going to go watch it just based on that recommendation.
Let's do it.
Let's go. And we are back. Demolition Man, the man who demolishes. Betsy.
That is what he does.
Betsy, what'd you think?
It was all right.
Yeah.
I don't think it was amazing, but I think for this kind of a movie, it was pretty good. This is one that injected a lot of humor, which we haven't done one of those kinds of action movies yet.
Well, RoboCop was very, very humorous.
It was humorous, but not intentionally so.
Not intentionally.
This one is trying to be funny.
Yeah.
Most of the movie.
Yes.
But it's not a comedy.
No, it's an action movie.
It's an action movie.
That has comedy kind of woven through it.
Yes.
Just by the nature of what it is.
Yes, it's a kind of fish out of water, and then there's a lot of jokes that develop around it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was pretty good. What did you think?
I agree. I really enjoyed this one. Again, the recommendations I've heard from people I know saying that, yeah, Demolition Man is one that you should put into your repertoire.
There you go.
When it comes to like action movies of this era. Mm-hmm. So yeah, totally. I'm all the way down with this one.
Yeah, there were a ton of people in this movie. I had no idea were going to be in this movie.
I mean, it's just from so we had an opening sequence of introducing the two main people.
Yep.
And then they started with the opening credits.
Yeah.
And the title card.
Yes.
And who did we have?
Oh my gosh. Sandra Bullock is in this movie.
Early 90s Sandra Bullock.
This is pre The Net, pre-Speed.
Yep.
She had made like Love Potion #9 at this point. But again, pre While You Were Sleeping.
She wasn't Sandra Bullock yet.
No, she had not exploded. So she was in this. Dennis Leary is in this movie.
Bearded Dennis Leary.
Jesse the Body Ventura is in this movie.
Barely. And like they gave him an actual like front credit.
Yeah.
At the beginning of the movie. Like what? How is he in this movie?
I mean,
but he's not.
In the early 90s, that would have been his big career.
Right. It's when they were trying to get a bunch of wrestlers into movies. You know, Hulk Hogan was making movies at this point.
Yeah.
You know, Andre the Giant was in The Princess Bride.
Right.
You know, it's just natural to get a guy like that in here.
Yeah, and this would have been the time they were doing it, so that was probably part of it, is even though he didn't really have any lines or much to do, he gets a credit because he was a popular figure in his own way.
Correct.
And of course, we also had Rob Schneider.
My feelings about Rob Schneider are not well documented, but I do not like that man. There's a number of reasons why.
Okay.
I don't think he's funny. I don't think his shtick is funny. Like, no, get him out of my life.
Excellent.
But in this movie, he was quite inoffensive.
He's barely in it.
Yes.
He just showed up, and I was not expecting it, because this would have been when he was on Saturday Night Live. Early 90s.
Right.
This would have been a big deal for him. The only other thing he probably was in at this point was Home Alone 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, so a whole bunch of faces I definitely recognized, and I didn't know, because as we said at the beginning, we have a big old blind spot about this particular movie.
And it's not only just this movie. I mentioned it before. Action movies in general were huge, just huge in the 80s and 90s. And they were all rated R. We were all children.
Yes.
So we were not going to be going to those movies.
Oh, yeah, we only just saw Die Hard a few years ago.
Right, right.
We missed that a long time.
But you know what? They're all great. There's a reason why they're popular.
Right. It's something you can just turn on and enjoy. It's
Yeah.
not that kind of movie. Like, don't get so worked up about the logistics of it or how realistic or not it is or how stupid it is.
I want to turn my brain off and watch
Yes.
some goddamn explosions.
And there were plenty in this movie.
They call him the Demolition Man.
That's because he's a lone cop who doesn't play by the rules.
Right.
He shoots first and asks questions later.
Right. Drink every time you heard a trailer with that exact description of it. He's a cop who doesn't play by the rules. You know, that kind of a thing.
I don't play by the rules.
Right. He doesn't respect authority.
I don't respect authority. And so on and so forth. But he has a little clip where they're sort of showing like news footage of one of his cases where there's like a little girl has been kidnapped.
Yeah,
and he blows up a mini mall.
Yeah, he rescues a girl by blowing up a multi-million-dollar mini mall whose ransom money was like $25,000.
Yep, $7 million.
And when the reporter asks, "Why did you do that?" the little kid goes, "Fuck off," or "Fuck you," or something like that. Which, hey.
Yeah, so that's the kind of character we're talking about.
Yeah.
So when we start the movie, it's actually, for when this movie was made, already the future, because it's 1996.
Right, and this came out in 93.
So it's 1996. Hollywood is on fire.
Yeah.
It's a hellhole.
Yeah, L.A. is completely engulfed in flames. Everything is fucked.
Yep.
And it is well before all of this other really, really bad stuff happens.
Yep, it's on the downfall.
It would be bad enough as it is, but
Yep,
yeah.
and Wesley Snipes is like the bad guy running all the bad guys. He looked like he was having a lot of fun in
Wesley
this movie.
Snipes was just a fucking character in this whole thing.
He's got one blue contact, bright blonde hair.
Yeah.
He's wearing like fucking checker pants when he first shows up.
He looked
on the
very
screen.
90s.
Oh, yes.
Very 90s in the beginning.
Yes. And he's just, lighting cigarettes with a blowtorch and stabbing gas tanks with a skull knife.
Right.
And giggling and dancing.
Him
and
giggling
screaming.
was really good.
Yes. He is absolutely psychotic in this, and he, I think, is having a really good time making this. But yeah, he just kicks it off. He's like, you're looking for these hostages. And we don't get a whole picture, but basically he's a busload of people has entered his territory.
Right.
And he's taken them hostage.
He's basically taken over all of LA.
Yeah.
And like they say, airplanes don't come here anymore, cars don't come here anymore.
Yeah.
But I guess a bus decided that they wanted to try to come in here, so he kidnaps everybody in the bus and holds them hostage.
Yep.
And the cops are led to believe that the hostages are in this building where he is.
So Stallone, aka John Spartan.
John Spartan, such a great name.
Does a heat map, basically.
Yeah.
He scans the building.
Uses technology to find out where there are.
1996.
It's the future, Betsy.
It's 3 years
All
into
the
the
way,
future.
all the way to the year 96.
That's right. So he scans the building for humans.
Heat signatures. Yeah.
He doesn't find any except the goons.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, we know exactly where these people are. The hostages are not here.
They're not here. They're not in this building. So, of course, what does he do? He blows up the building.
Yeah, he kills all the bad guys in there, and everything is fine. But afterwards, after he's victorious, and they bring Wesley Snipes out, they find a bunch of bodies.
They find 20, 30 bodies.
Oh no, Betsy,
And they
what did
say,
he do?
They come to the conclusion that all of those hostages were in there, and Spartan is to blame because he allowed this building to get blown up. Even though he didn't even do it. Wesley Snipes' character, Phoenix.
Correct.
Simon Phoenix, who kept saying Simon Says.
Simon says bleed.
So he started the fire that blew up all of the gas and the C4 that was in this building.
But I think he actually says that was planned.
Yeah,
he
later.
wanted to bring down John Spartan
Yes.
because he knew he was going to come after him.
Yes.
And he probably knew that he was, his days were numbered.
Right.
So again, he's just that psychotic.
So yeah, he gets arrested. Spartan gets charged with involuntary manslaughter because all of these hostages are dead.
And he is sentenced to 70 years
in cryofreeze. Again, technology that definitely exists in 1996.
Of course, it's the future, Betsy.
So yeah, he gets frozen, and the next time we see anything, it's 2032.
Yeah, so he's sentenced to 70 years of cryofreeze with the possibility of parole after, I don't remember how much it is.
I don't remember if they even said how many years.
Yeah, but from there, we go into the future, 36 years.
Yep.
It is now only, 15 years in the future from now?
I love, especially now, watching these movies as they've aged, to see what they got horribly wrong and horribly right.
Yeah.
And when I was a kid, the big one was, Back to the Future Part 2 takes place in 2015.
Right.
Well, that has come and gone.
Right.
So now here we are in 2021.
We need to find more touchstones to look at to say, hey guys, this is how we need to dress in 2036.
So we have 11 years, 2032.
Yeah.
Before we...
Is it 2032?
It was 2032.
Okay.
He was in there for 36 years.
All right, gotcha.
Yes. So we have 11 years for this to be the future.
Yes. Yes.
Where it is a harmonious world of peace, love, and understanding. And they all greet each other, mellow greetings. And they
be well.
They don't swear. And you are fined if you curse.
Right.
Because there's morality
And there's
clauses.
no high fives. It's just you have to hover your hand in front of the other person.
No physical touch. We
Ooh,
don't
germs.
Touch. Germs are bad.
Yep.
Anything that is bad for you is illegal. So no salt, no sugar, no nothing.
No alcohol, no cigarettes.
And they are a harmonious culture of peace, love, and understanding.
If you want to have a child, you have to make an appointment.
You have to have a permit.
You have to have a permit. There are no abortions.
Yeah.
They slid that in there.
Yes, but then they promptly said, but you also have to have
a permit to get pregnant.
Yeah, it's illegal to have an abortion. It's also illegal to get pregnant without a permit.
It's like, wow. They just went all the way with everything.
Yeah, so this is the kind of place that they're living in. People don't have sex. People don't do anything.
Oh, they have sex, Betsy, but we'll get to that.
So Sandra Bullock is introduced as a cop who basically is obsessed with the 20th century.
She is obsessed with the 90s.
And so her whole office is like,
oh, it's great.
Red Hot Chili Peppers poster.
There's a Chili Peppers, there's a Blood Sugar Sex Magic poster of the Red Hot Chili Peppers on her wall. Yep. There's a Lethal Weapon poster.
Yep.
There is
tchotchkes all over her desk.
There's just so much.
Snakes in a can.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stupid pranks. So she basically is a cop that has nothing to do.
Yeah.
And she wants some action, and this is a boring existence.
Why do they have so many cops?
Why do they have cops at all if it's the peace, love, and understanding?
Well, they do have some, no-gooders, if you want to call it that. You got Dennis Leary and his crew.
Right, but they show... He has a little machine that graffitis the police sign, the police station sign, and the sign itself is cleaned in the first 2 seconds it's up.
Right.
So the cops are like, oh, we had a big day today. There was lots of graffiti, but don't worry about it. It's done.
Well, and the minor crimes like that, they have solutions for that already. But sure, there are going to be some other things. But, they have the batons, the stun batons.
Yep.
So... they do have to put people down to a point. Mm-hmm. And they still have these prisons for these people. So, yeah, there needs to be cops in this world, but why so many? Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah, and Benjamin Bratt. I forgot about him. He's also a cop. The only other thing most people would know him from, he was on a cop show. I can't remember which one. And he dated Julia Roberts for a really long time.
Who was he in the movie, though?
He was her buddy cop.
Okay.
like not her partner, but the
Yeah,
guy
yeah.
that trolled around with her.
The
He's
young
also
guy.
in Miss Congeniality.
The young guy.
Which is why it's funny, because the
Okay.
two of them were both in it.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, so there's all these people who just live these kind of boring existences. There's no crime.
And the chief is the guy from Shawshank.
Yep.
The warden from Shawshank,
Yep.
of course.
And yeah, that's kind of the world we're in. And then we go back to the cryo chamber because Simon Phoenix is up for parole.
Yep.
But when he is awoken, he has all this knowledge because they kind of have a passing line where they're like, oh, while you're in freeze, you'll be programmed.
You are rehabilitated and programmed with
Yeah.
skills that will be useful for whenever you get out. If you get out.
Positive living and healthier thinking
Based
and positive
on
skills
based on your
you.
genetics, your DNA.
Yes.
Which we find out later that John Spartan's skill is like knitting and crochet.
Yes, his predisposition is to become a seamstress.
Yeah!
And a knitter.
And he's very good at it
He's
too.
very good, and he doesn't understand it, but there you are. But before we get to that, Phoenix basically knows the password
Yeah, he
to
knows how to
himself.
get. Yeah, he knows how to get out. So he beats up the new warden, who was the assistant warden in the
30
past.
years ago, yeah.
So that was a nice little thing. But
Yep. So he kills these guys, and they have a code.
oh, they don't just kill him, Betsy.
Oh, he steals his eyeball. I'm sorry, it's murder, death, kill.
It is a murder, death, kill.
Let's
Thank
get
you.
into it. Yeah, so they have a code that flashes up, like we have a code 187, and
And
none
a
of
187
the cops...
is a real thing.
Is that?
Yes.
So none of the cops know what that code is, though.
Yeah.
They just never have murder.
Yeah, a 187 in cop code, that's a murder.
Okay, so they come up and they're like, what is a 187? And they have to like type in their little computer. What is it? It's a murder, death, kill.
Murder, death, kill, that's my favorite 90s punk band.
So yeah, he just starts running around murdering cops and makes his escape, and none of them know what to do because they are all woefully unprepared to handle
Yeah,
this.
he kills a doctor and steals his car.
Yep.
And like, they're just all standing around watching all this happen.
Well, because they find the car,
Yep.
and they basically tell the car to shut down,
Yeah.
and then the police can just go apprehend him, and they're like, job well done, we've done it, we've apprehended him, justice for all.
Yep. Yep.
And it's just that simple. Everybody is microchipped, and everybody is tracked, and the cops don't have to do anything on site. They just tell the machines to stop it.
Right.
And it's over in like 10 minutes, so they're all like congratulating each other.
Right.
But it's not that simple, because Wesley Snipes has apparently been completely brainwashed to be like, kill, fight, shoot, and he can like hack computers and...
Yeah, he's super
He's a
proficient.
super, yeah.
He's super proficient in computers, hacking, hack. He's just type, hack.
And he knows this world even though he's never been in it. He wakes up and he's pre-programmed with all of the knowledge he needs
Yeah.
to succeed.
And he's like super strong, and he's
So yeah, he basically has this little voice telling him, you have a mission and you have to kill Friendly.
yeah. Who is Dennis Leary?
Who's Dennis Leary.
Which we are kind of led to believe at the beginning, like he's a part of this resistance group, and like there are a bunch of criminals down in the depths of the city.
Yeah, they're a bunch of troublemakers who
Yeah.
graffiti our fair city.
Right.
Yeah.
Among other things. But that's not how it actually is. We'll get to there.
Yeah, so his ultimate mission, though, is to kill this guy. And we don't find out exactly why it is, but clearly somebody has programmed him to do this.
Yes, and we find that out after he's in the little computer booth. And it's not explained at the time, but they don't wait too long before they get to it.
No. So they basically establish, like literally the cops, when they're trying to apprehend him, are holding a little device and they're like,
script.
give me a computer, tell me how to handle this situation. I need advice. And they're like, advise the individual to lay down on the ground with their hands behind their back. And so he does it. And he
In a
says,
firm voice.
In a firm voice, demand they do this. He's still not doing it. What do I do?
Repeat it and do it more sternly.
And finish with, or else.
Or else. And Wesley Snipes looks back and is like, you motherfucker. Are you serious?
Yeah, and he just lays through them all, kills them, and the cops suddenly realize what they're dealing with.
They are very much outmatched.
They don't fight. They don't know how to deal with aggression.
Physical violence. Oh my God.
So they do the only thing they know how to do because the old timer in the station tells them.
That's right.
So there's somebody in the station who's still a cop, who was a rookie
From 36 years
when
ago.
Spartan was still in the station.
Yep.
So I think we're to believe that he was flying the helicopter at the beginning.
Yeah.
So, because he said something about being
They grounded.
a pilot.
Yeah, they grounded me.
Yeah. So in the opening sequence, he's in a helicopter, and there's two guys, and this guy is still on the force 36 years later.
Yep.
And he says, well, they say, how did they stop Phoenix before when he was captured? Well, it was one man.
Yep.
And guess what? He was in cryostasis.
What?
So they decide, what did they say? Send a madman to capture a madman.
Send a maniac to catch a maniac.
Maniac, thank you. And this was the part where they bring him out of the cryo thing that I was like, oh my gosh, this is where Mike Myers takes all the stuff for Austin Powers.
Okay.
Because this is 4 years before Austin Powers' International Man of Mystery.
Okay.
And it's totally the same way it's shot. He's in this like tube where he's like frozen, and they have the voice in the room saying, you know, step 1, phase 1, liquid plasma,
Right.
cutting the thing. And then he comes up and he looks like he's in like a tray, like in a hot oil fryer when the pan comes out. That's what it looks like in this movie. But they really emphasize that in Austin Powers. But yeah, it was totally like, there's not a coincidence here that he absolutely took some influence from this movie where he wakes up naked in a pool of goo.
Yeah. A lot of frozen naked butt shots.
Well, yeah. And it's just like he stays frozen to get the maniac. It's the same thing. Dr. Evil is frozen. He's thawed out.
Yep.
Austin Powers is frozen. He's thawed out to catch him.
You're right. Totally
and this
right.
is 4 years before. That's not a coincidence.
Man. We might have to watch Austin Powers.
Oh, maybe we will. Probably not for this, though, because I know I've seen it. You've mostly seen it.
The first Austin Powers is kind of a mystery to me, no pun intended, because I watched 2 and 3 more. I think I've maybe seen the first one once.
I should think
all the
you've
way
seen
through.
it all the way through.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they wake him up, and the first thing he asks, is about his family.
Right.
And his wife...
His wife is dead.
Who
died during the big one.
In 2010.
Which is what a lot of people talk about. Like, it's coming.
In
hey
California.
Guys, it's gonna come eventually. The big one is coming. And in this world, it happened in 2010, and his wife was killed in that earthquake.
Yes. Yeah, they've been saying the big one, the big one.
Yeah.
That is just like jargon that people use.
Yep.
Because there's so many damn fault lines, which is why earthquakes happen nearly daily.
Yep.
At small and large scales. Yeah.
It is bound to happen. It is going to happen. It may not be in our lifetimes, but it's going to happen.
Yep. So the big one. So his wife is dead.
He has a daughter,
He has a daughter, but he doesn't want to look her up because that'd be weird.
That'd be weird.
And then they kind of established, so this is, what was the city? San Angeles?
San Angeles.
So they
merged all of the cities in between LA and San Francisco into one thing.
It's one giant city.
Yeah.
But they are located in what was Los Angeles.
Right. It was downtown LA, which is to say, a lot of the buildings are still there, which by them being in the LA Convention Center, as it was in the 90s, it's all the same.
So that apparently survived.
Yeah, that survived the big one.
Plus another 20 or 22 years.
Right. Oh, man.
Yeah, so he wakes up. They give him the quick and dirty version. Phoenix is back, and you gotta get him.
Speaking of dirty, the cursing police. What is it called? The verbal morality statute.
Yes. So anytime you swear, there's machines everywhere that hear you and say, your name, you have broken the morality statute. You are fined 1 credit.
Or half a credit, depending on the severity.
Yes.
And it gets worse for repeated offenses.
So he says, what the fuck? What the hell? God damn it. Son of a bitch.
And so many times throughout this entire movie, there's only one section where it's not consistent, and the computer isn't defining them.
And I think it's because it's in the middle of an action sequence. I noticed that too.
It was in the museum sequence. That was the only time in the whole movie that the computer wasn't fining them for swearing.
Right.
Which I understand why they chose not to do that, but still. I thought it was going to get old. It did get old, and then it became funny again.
It came back around. Yeah. Like, jokes like that, when it's rapid fire, like, he literally has a scene where he is out of... he's awake now, he's been unfrozen, and he needs to use the bathroom.
Yep.
And he says, you guys don't have any toilet paper. And they're like, oh, he doesn't know about the 3 shells. They don't use toilet paper, they use shells.
Which, in long by days, that's what people used.
Yeah, it's the more eco-friendly, long-standing thing that people used to do. It's not unheard of.
Right.
And he just decides to go up to the swearing machine, we'll call it that, and he just says, fuck you, you stupid ass, you son of a bitch. And it just keeps kicking out tickets, and he's like,
of paper.
Now I've got my paper. Thank
I'll
you.
see you guys in a bit.
So yes, it's used to comedic effect for those things. And then sometimes he shoots it because he gets sick of it. Sometimes he just ignores it. Sometimes it's way off in the distance.
Yes.
In the background.
Those are the most funny parts.
Yeah, like they go to a restaurant and he says it in passing, and it's just in the background you hear, "You find a credit for swearing."
Yep.
Yeah, that was funny. So it's that sort of stuff that was amusing. Let's see. So yeah, they decide they got to go out. They load up the car. They have like self-driving cars. And Oldsmobiles for everyone. And they're like, oh, would you like to feel more at home? Let's turn on the oldie station. And it's commercial jingles
from the 90s and 80s. So and whatever
what are they singing? The Armor Hot Dogs?
The Armor Hot Dogs. Armor Hot Dogs.
Like that. It's just...
But you know what? That is completely something... Like, there is probably a Spotify station that is exactly that.
Right. This is the result of an interpretation of the future where something bad has happened. So, like, let's say the big one killed a ton of people and it wiped out the records. So... they're trying to reestablish the storyline, the history. The historians are trying to look back and see how things were.
Sure.
And things get lost in the mix. So they're kind of misinterpreted. So the oldie station is jingles. Because they're like, these are the most popular songs from back in the day.
Yeah, so many people heard them. It must have been popular.
Yes, and they get, mixed up. Like, there's an episode of Doctor Who where they go and, like, visit planet Earth, and there's, like, a tour guide who's supposed to be a historian, and he has everything wrong. Like, he knows some of the details, but he has them all mixed up.
Yeah.
So it's that sort of thing where you're missing pieces, and because you don't have the actual... people to tell you how it really was, you're making an educated guess, which is what historians do.
Yeah.
But when it is a futuristic interpretation of our modern age, I find that quite funny. And like Sandra Bullock is trying to use the lingo, and she's just like, lick his ass.
Lick his ass. Let's go blow that guy.
You can take this job and shovel it. She's adorable.
Those were great. Those were great.
She's trying so hard.
I've said this in other forums before, but god damn it, 90s Sandra Bullock is my kind of lady.
She's cute and quirky.
Yeah. But yeah, we had some more references here. We had a reference to Unsolved Mysteries.
I missed that.
It was one of the I think it was the warden who said it.
Okay.
Yeah. So reference to Unsolved Mysteries when they were in the museum. Simon's was collecting guns, and he collected a gun from what probably was a figure of Rambo.
He made a joke about Rambo.
Yeah, thanks, Rambo. He took one of his guns.
That was actually pretty cheeky. There were a few of these moments where they referenced other action stars.
Yes, exactly. And so they brought up, it was later in the movie, but they were saying something about going to the Schwarzenegger Museum.
The Schwarzenegger Library.
Yeah.
Because it was
the
Schwarzenegger
presidential library.
And he even says, but how could he be president? Well, we know that he was
born
American,
in another country.
But he was so popular that we made the 61st Amendment and we made it happen.
Yes. They passed an amendment to the Constitution to let one man become president. And it was Arnold Schwarzenegger.
And ipso facto, other people.
Sure.
But they had to make the rule change just for President Schwarzenegger.
Man, that was funny.
So we kind of find out. So he goes to a museum. Simon Phoenix goes to a museum because that's where the guns are, because they don't use weapons anymore.
There are no guns anymore.
No, so he goes and he has to get a weapon because he has to go and kill Friendly. And on his way out of the museum, he runs into Cocteau, who is like this guy who has basically founded this world of peace and love.
Right.
And we find out that he's basically been feeding him all the information.
Yeah. He is the person who rehabilitated Simon with all of these instructions on how to be like a better killer, to be stronger and whatever else. But his primary objective is to kill Dennis Leary.
Yeah. And he can't kill Cocteau.
Right.
He points the gun at him and he can't do it.
Right. It's just like RoboCop.
Yep.
He's programmed.
He's been programmed
to not go after the leader.
Creator. Yep. So, yes, we find out pretty quickly that that's what's going on here. This guy runs the rehabilitation program, and he can feed whatever information he wants into these guys.
Well, he runs the whole place.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And he doesn't like that Dennis Leary is out here with his band of hooligans ruining his beautiful society.
Yes.
So he has taken it upon himself to find a guy who will murder, death, kill people.
Indeed.
And that's where he's off to go. But it kind of has an interaction with Phoenix, and he runs away, and Spartan catches up to him. He's like, "Oh, you saved my life. Let me invite you to a glorious dinner at Taco Bell."
Taco Bell? There are no more restaurants in this area except Taco Bell because...
No, there are no more restaurants except Taco Bell.
Yes, because they won the franchise wars.
Yep. So every restaurant
is Taco Bell. Wow.
And then, of course,
I have heard that reference.
Yeah.
I just didn't know what movie it was applied to and what the context was.
Now you know. Yeah, and it's like a fancy ass restaurant, so
right.
it's like
so whether
beautiful.
It's like the shitty like rundown Taco Bell on the street corner, all the way up to being a high-end restaurant.
Yeah. So they're at this high-end restaurant, and they're all decked out in these wonderful robes and beautiful hairdos.
Sandy looking nice.
And she's wearing like a bead dress. It looks like it was made out of fish, like rocks, like that stuff you find in the aquarium.
All right.
That they made it into a dress for her.
It also didn't have a back.
No, it was definitely a little mini dress. And the Taco Bell there was little bites, fancy.
Yeah, good thing I'm hungry.
Fancy little hors d'oeuvres, if you will.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, that was funny. I liked that.
Oh, also one of the pianist. The guy playing the piano at the very beginning, he was singing another jingle.
Yep, picking up. Anytime you repeat a joke, they had a lot of running jokes in this.
Yep.
Yeah, that was great. So, yeah, at the restaurant, he notices, he gets, a policeman hunch, and he sees something's about to go down. Yeah, something's about to go down, and it turns out to be Dennis Leary and his whole gang, and they're just trying to get food.
Yeah, they're out there to try to like rob one of the Taco Bell vans that's full of food and medicine, I guess.
No, it's just
Was it just food?
It was a jar from Taco Bell.
It looked like a medicine bottle.
It did, but it said Taco Bell on it.
Maybe they make medicine in the future. Maybe. I don't know.
But yeah, these people who live underground are all starving. This perfect society up top, like any good futuristic movie.
Yep.
There's this shining, glimmering city, and there's always a dirty underbelly. And these are the people that are starving underground because they would rather live free and how they want than play by the rules up top, where you have to be super moral and you have to follow all these stupid guidelines. And yeah, they've just chosen to live their dirty existence below ground. And I can't think of a better figure from the 90s than Dennis Leary to lead that band.
He fits perfectly into this, all the way to him, like when they go to meet him later in the movie, all the way to him just doing his bit.
Yeah.
Which I don't think you've ever heard his bit before, but when he's going off about I want to have a hamburger and I'm gonna
I'm gonna strip down naked and cover myself in Jello.
That is exactly his bit. He's changed a lot of the words and a lot of the things in it. That is his exact bit from his stand-up.
He probably was given some free reign to say whatever he wanted. Like, this is the message.
Right.
We don't care the words you use as long as the point is conveyed. Because if that's like his formula, then that makes total sense.
This was back when, I don't know if it was before or after his hit song, I'm an Asshole, came out, where it's just about him like smoking cigarettes and eating cheeseburgers and throwing the styrofoam out of his car and like things like that.
Yeah, just leave me alone. I'm just let me live my damn life.
Right.
Yeah, so that's kind of his whole
persona. So yes, he was absolutely perfect for this role.
Oh man. So yeah, there's more than meets the eye.
Yep.
Stallone is figuring out, well, hang on now. They just wanted to get food.
Yeah.
They can't be that bad if all they wanted to do is get food.
Right. I'm not gonna do anything to these people. They're just getting food. I'm not gonna kick their ass.
Yeah. So after this heroic act, Sandra Bullock takes him back to her apartment, which again is just head to toe. 20th century nonsense.
All 20th century.
She's got a jukebox, and she's got little, like, neon signs on the walls.
Poster of JFK.
And she's like, I did a lot of research to make sure it was the perfect 20th century apartment. He's just like,
You did it all right.
It's like going into a Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
Where it's just a bunch of bullshit on the walls.
Right.
But she's so proud of it.
Yes. And she says to him, well, I know. I've done research about sex and violence. And I understand that while witnessing violence, you have an emotional reaction. So I would like to ask you a question. Would you like to have sex with me?
With you? Right here? Right now? Okay, sure.
Because, of course, what are you going to say?
Yeah, 90 Sandy Bullock.
My answer would be yes.
Yes, and she produces 2 helmets.
2, like, what seem to be, like, brain augmenting
virtual reality.
Yeah, it's kind of virtual reality, but it's like implanting images in your brain to stimulate it into thinking that you're having sex with that person
with this person who you're connected to through the network.
Yeah.
So you get like little flashes. He can see her in like green and blue and red lights kind of writhing, and he's just like, this is weird. What the hell is
weird. This? No, he says, no, I'm not down with this. Let's just do it the old-fashioned way.
Oh, ew!
And she's like, ew, bodily fluids.
An exchange of bodily fluids? Are you mad?
Right. And then she gets very offended and kicks him out.
That's right. Yep. And he goes down the hall to his own apartment, which is exactly the same apartment, down to the conversation pit in the middle of the living room.
There needs to be more conversation pits.
If we ever remodel, can we put in a conversation pit?
Oh, those are so cool.
It's so dumb. We're definitely going to kill ourselves and trip and die, but, can we have one anyway? There's a reason they don't exist anymore, but I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember. I have this memory. I don't remember if it was my kindergarten or one of the churches in town, but they had kind of a room with a little setup of a conversation pit, but it was a classroom. So they had kind of a built-in pit, and I always loved that room. I want to say it was my kindergarten classroom.
I just feel like they're comforting, and they help you focus.
Interesting.
In my mind, I've been in maybe 1 or 2 in my life.
Yeah.
And just the idea of them, I think, would calm me down and allow me to concentrate on the thing that I'm doing, whether it's having a conversation with the person in the conversation pit, or if like there's a TV show on, if I'm doing this, if I'm doing that.
Well, yeah, and it's like wide, and blocks, you can lounge.
Yeah, it blocks out everything else. It helps to block out everything else in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get one.
Let's
do it.
We're already thinking about remodeling the house.
Our house is from the 70s, but alas, they were not cool enough to include the conversation pit. So we're just gonna have to do it ourselves.
Yeah.
And then y'all can come over and have a conversation.
That's where we're gonna do the podcast.
That's right. Oh man. But yeah, this is where we find out he's got a little kit on his table with a ball of yarn and 2 knitting needles.
Yep.
And he's like, how the hell do I know how to knit? And she's, oh yeah, you were programmed.
Yeah, and then he just starts like putting it around his arm and
he just knows
starts
how to do
go to town after he turns on the media center. I don't even know what to call it.
The TV.
Sure. And so I guess that's also where you do video calls. We haven't mentioned this yet. They have the concept of like iPads and like video calls,
video screens, video screens,
all of that stuff. They have got that down.
Yeah, I think that's an easy one to translate because I think everybody just said, "What if we could take it with us?"
Yeah,
and then just eventually they figured out how. So that one's pretty straightforward. Yeah.
So
a mere what from this movie? A little over 10 years, 14, 15, something like that, 14 years before the iPhone.
Right.
So not that long into the future. We didn't have to wait till 2032.
Right. So he's like trying to mess with the TV, let's call it. And like, I guess someone calls him.
Some naked lady
butt dials him, so to speak. Yeah. And like, oh, I'm sorry, I was meaning to call someone else. And he's like, oh, this is kind of cool.
Yeah, and then he figures out the whole plan because he's got a security camera.
So he asked to get a recording from Sandra Bullock and to get a recording of the park area where Simon meets the big priest dude.
Dr. Cocteau.
I'm never going to call him Cocteau.
I don't know. That's his name.
So yeah, he finds
Dr.
out.
Priest dude.
Yeah, Mr. Priest Man. So he gets the recording of them interacting in that park where he realizes, oh, all this stuff happened while he was in cryo. He programmed him to be obedient and do this thing.
He's the bad guy.
He's the actual bad guy here.
Yeah, and so there's a scene where, I think it was maybe before this, where basically Phoenix told him to thaw out all these other thugs to help.
I need more people.
He needs more people. And that's where we get Jesse Ventura.
Yeah.
And they're all people that Spartan put away.
Yeah.
So they're all other prisoners that know him and have a vendetta.
Right. So they'll have a motivation to actually follow him.
Yeah. So they all go down to the sewers together. After Spartan figures out and confronts Cocteau, like, you did this, you're the bad guy, I'm gonna go stop him.
So okay, this is the way we're gonna have to do it. So let's go down into the sewers and talk to these people. But first, they're gonna get themselves a beer and a rat burger.
A delicious rat burger. You shouldn't eat that. Why not? Do you see any cows?
Do you see any cows around
here?
Rat.
This is a rat burger?
Yeah. It tastes okay.
Best burger I've had in a long time. Yeah, in the future,
I'd eat a rat burger.
I've never had a rat. How do you know it's not any tasty?
I'd eat a rat burger.
Rats get pretty fucking big.
Right.
There's a lot of meat on them bones.
Yep.
Don't judge it till you try it, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. That's right. But yeah, so all Simon and his crew are down there. They have a shootout, and
that's where we finally see Jack Black, who does not have any lines.
No, Jack Black is there. He is a part of his crew, like kind of defending Dennis Leary.
Friendly, yeah. Mr. Friendly.
Yeah, Mr. Friendly, and yeah, he just like has a gun and pointed at him. And
if I didn't know this morning, if I hadn't heard Jack Black himself say he had a credit in this movie, I would have missed him entirely.
Yep.
I would not have noticed him at all. Yeah, I was looking for him.
He's just part of the crew.
Yep. But yeah, so they're down there, they have a shootout, and then they come up on an elevator.
An old elevator.
In an Oldsmobile, a 1960-something Oldsmobile, in an elevator, into an Oldsmobile dealership. I wonder wonder, Trent, who was the sponsor in this movie?
Taco Bell. PepsiCo.
Perchance.
So Pepsi, I think, owns Taco Bell.
Yes,
I think
they
they
do.
did back in the 90s too. So there were like Pepsi signs and
I did notice that.
all that stuff everywhere. Taco Bell is owned by them.
Well, underground
So,
they were.
yes.
Pepsi is underground. Taco
Yeah.
Bell is the fancy restaurant.
That's right.
They don't have Taco Bell underground. Trent. Yeah, and then we get a big old fight scene and a chase scene where we smash things up. And
Well, there was a car chase.
It's a car chase, yeah. And we find out that, in that beginning scene, the hostages were already dead. He had set him up.
Right.
He confronts him and he's basically holding his head down to the ground. He's like, you should know, because as any good villain has to let them know their evil plan. Oh, they were already dead. I killed them.
Yeah,
I
they were
set
all
you
long
up.
dead. They were, their bodies were cold. They wouldn't have shown up on thermal imaging.
Yep.
So I set you up.
Yep. And so that's why you went to prison, you bastard.
Yeah. So Stallone pulls him out of the car. He goes away, and Stallone is like trying to get a hold of the vehicle that he's driving.
It's out of control.
It's out of control, and it crashes into where the cops are. And the whole thing, instead of airbags, it is like foam.
It fills with
It
foam.
fills with foam. Like, how the hell do you get out of that? You just have to punch your way out?
Also, how did they film that?
Yeah.
That would have been a weird one to
Yeah.
sit through because it's literally just explosive foam.
I don't know. I don't know how they did that one.
Okay, so then we already know that Phoenix cannot kill Cocteau. So
Yep.
what does he do? Well, duh, he hands a gun to Jesse Ventura and he does it for him.
Yeah, simple.
Simple. So he's like, I'm going to take over the city.
Yeah.
I'm going to be the head honcho. And we're going to reshape this bitch in my image. But that won't do. So they go to the cryo chamber and they start thawing out all the bad guys.
Yeah.
Every bad guy is going to
What
be
they
on
said,
his
there's
team.
80 people.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're going to do that, and that's where we get our big fight scene at the end. And it looks as though our hero, John Spartan, the Demolition Man, is going to be defeated because he's literally in the claws of this machine. And why is it that Phoenix is shooting at him, but, like, very badly? Like, he could just shoot him. Why in these movies do they not just shoot them?
'Cause it's a movie.
Because he's literally got a machine gun and he's barely missing him every single time.
It's a trope of any
if
action
you want him
movie
to
like
die,
this.
just let him die.
No one gets shot in this movie.
No.
No one.
Except for Cocteau. And you
Right.
don't even see
and,
it.
And that's like just a couple of shots.
From the back.
Yeah.
He's sitting in a
Yep,
chair
yep.
and you don't see him get shot. You see the back of the chair and the explosions of the bullets going through the chair.
Correct. That's it.
That's it. No one else gets...
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. He
Everyone
is the
else gets-
only person who gets shot.
Everyone else gets kicked and,
Mm-hmm.
like, maimed.
And frozen and have their head chopped off.
Yes, so the claw machine that's holding Spartan has damage because he's barely being missed by all this gunfire,
Yeah.
and the cryo, like, nitrous, whatever, what do you call that? Liquid nitrogen.
Yeah, the liquid nitrogen
The
is
liquid
being
nitrogen
sprayed onto the metal,
is-
and he can hit it
Yep.
hard enough, and then it just shatters.
And it shatters, and he gets loose, and he finds one of the, they kind of show at the beginning to initiate the process of freezing him. He fills up the little tub with plasma goo.
Yeah.
And then there's this little ball that kind of gets smashed, and
Yeah.
it causes everything to freeze instantly.
Which they never explain. That's just the
No, it's
technology.
1996,
Yes.
and this all makes sense, so shut up, you losers.
There you go.
But he finds one of those tubes, he smashes it, and Wesley Snipes is stuck in the goo, and he is frozen from the ground up. And it freezes the whole room. And what does our hero do but kick his head off? He kicks his head off, because he's frozen.
He did.
Uh,
He did.
Yeah,
And then the whole place blows up because, of course, it does.
Demolition Man.
The building stays up.
It's true. It's just a wing.
Yeah, it's just that one area.
Wing of the jail.
He needs a new nickname, Betsy.
He does. But what more? What did they expect? He's a man, a maniac.
He's a maniac. Get it right.
Whatever. My point is, he did the job.
Yes.
Yeah. And then little Sandy Bullock has a change of heart.
That's right.
And they swap some saliva.
Yeah.
And end of movie.
Yeah, he does the thing that an action star would do. He just
dips her.
Dips her, gives her a big old smooch.
Yep.
And she's like, "Oh, are all fluid exchanges this nice?" It's like, "Oh,
Better.
brr."
And then she plants one on him.
Uh-huh.
And then they really kiss him.
And then they walk away, and then credits.
And then credits. Yeah. So one thing I observed in this movie, Sylvester Stallone has a very distinct way of speaking. Anytime somebody's doing...
You don't say.
Anytime somebody's doing an impression of him, they exaggerate it so much. Most of the time, you can't understand exactly what he is saying.
100%.
It's not as pronounced as people lead you to believe. And when you have not watched too many of his movies, yes, he's gonna be slayed.
Right.
The whole movie. No,
Right.
I could understand every word that man said.
Yeah.
It's just the impressions that get it
It's
really
the impressions
extreme.
because people do the thing with the lip.
Yeah.
Now, that's just his way of speaking.
As he's gotten older, I'll give you, he does do it more now.
Sure. It is just his way of speaking, and if you have a condition like that, if it even is a condition, you learn to get through it and try to speak in the most clear way that you can.
Yeah.
So that's what he does.
Who is it? Churchill. Churchill
Yeah.
was tongue-tied.
Yep.
So he literally had an extra piece under his tongue that kept his tongue from moving properly.
Yep.
Which is why he talked like this. That was the best he could do.
Right.
But he had to work for it. Yeah. So I don't know if that's the thing here. I bet if I looked it up, there might be some reason for it. Otherwise, it's just the way he talks.
Right.
Some people just, like, Drew Barrymore just talks like that.
Sure.
Talks out the side of her mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay.
You know who else does that? Milo Ventimiglia, who plays Sylvester Stallone's son in one of the Rocky movies.
What?
Yes.
All right.
He's like I think it's in Rocky Balboa, the one from
Okay.
like the 20-teens,
Right.
pre-Creed.
Before they did Creed. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Milo Ventimiglia plays his son, which actually is pretty perfect because they both do that thing.
That's great. That's great.
I love when movies do that, when they kind of pick some affectation of the actor.
Yep.
So, like, another one of my favorites, since I'm on this topic, in The Man in the Iron Mask, John Malkovich is in it, and his son is played by Peter Sarsgaard. And they both have that kind of breathy way of speaking. Yeah, it's perfect casting.
Well, when we watch it, whenever we get to watch it, I've never seen it.
It was the first thing I ever saw Peter Sarsgaard in, and I was like, wow, they got a really good actor to play his son. Is it his son?
Huh.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, just a little tangent, a little thought. I also liked, to go back to Demolition Man, some of the futuristic costuming. Mm-hmm. So, like, all of the underground people.
I liked Simon's costume in the future.
His rubber tire outfit.
Yeah, that was really cool. Like, all of the, like, fucking, like, Mad Max gear that everybody is wearing in the underground.
Yep. They're kind of putting together outfits with whatever they've got around
And
them.
their weapons are the same way.
They have real guns.
Yeah.
Yeah, old guns.
Yeah.
And then all of the wealthy above ground people, they all kind of have like Japanese influence.
Yeah, they wear robes, they wear kimonos. They even mentioned that one assistant guy is wearing something real weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's mostly like kimonos and little hats.
Yep.
Everyone has a little hat. Apparently hats are a big thing in the future.
I guess.
Yeah, we're bringing them back, guys. Everyone wear a hat.
But yeah, like, what do they say? They have no money.
There's
no money.
Physical money.
Yeah, there's no physical money. Everything is done by credits.
Everyone is microchipped.
Yep. Cars are electric.
Yep. And they're biometric too, so they actually...
Yeah, they recognize who's driving.
Yep, they can adjust for your height, your weight.
Yep. Where your blind spots are, your peripheral vision.
Yep.
Which is cool.
That is cool. When are we going to start having somebody designing cars like that? The only ones are really, really high end. Like if you look at like a Lamborghini or things like that, those look like the futuristic cars you see in movies from 1993.
Right.
But they're not mainstream. They're not affordable. I want to know when somebody's going to have the balls to be stupid enough to design the 2032 car.
Right. Well, it would be one of those things where when you buy it from the manufacturer, I guess. You wouldn't have dealerships. Which, by the way, dealerships are going away. Eventually, they will be going away.
In this movie, they have Oldsmobile, and they have a dealership.
We're just going to have to wait till after 2032.
So we'll just put it down now. Will Oldsmobile be around in 11
They're
years?
not around now.
Shut up, Trent. Maybe they'll be coming back.
The first car I ever drove was an Oldsmobile. It's my dad's.
Hot.
Yeah.
It wasn't as nice as that red one.
It's true. Anyway, so Demolition Man. That was a movie.
That was a movie.
I really enjoy. The more we talk about it, the more I really like the world that they made here.
Yeah.
I love like weird futuristic things like this,
and when
where
they have
it's like
fun
a little
with it.
yeah, and it's like down to earth. You can recognize some things. Some things are way off. Some things are spot on. Mm-hmm. Like the whole like the computer systems are way out of date, but you can see what they're going for. Like the equivalent of iPads and video chat and things like that, all spot on.
Yeah.
But like the trade-offs that they say that you have to make, like you have to like stop swearing, you have to like not think any negative thoughts, you can't even attempt to be creative or anything like that. Yeah.
We'll figure out what you're good at, and we'll program you to be good at it.
Yeah.
As opposed to make up your own mind and do what you want, when you want, how you want.
Correct.
Yep.
Well, yeah.
So they destroy their leader, and now they are all left to, what do we do? What do we do? And meet in the middle, basically, is what he tells them. Figure it out.
Figure it out.
Yeah,
We don't have time in this movie to figure out what this utopia is going to morph into.
Mm-hmm. Don't be all clean, all good, all the time.
Yeah.
Don't be fucking and swearing and graffitiing everything all the time.
Right.
Meet in the middle.
Yeah, let's find a happy medium here. So.
Yeah.
All right, Betsy, you want to end this thing? Let's talk about an email here.
An email?
We got an email here about Legally Blonde from our superfan, Miss Stephanie.
Hi, Stephanie.
She says, "Yay, I love this movie." Of course you love this movie. Reese Witherspoon.
It's awesome.
Yes, it is. Reese Witherspoon and Jennifer Coolidge are amazing. LOL, Trent with frosted tips. Okay. In my defense, it's actually not a defense.
It's indefensible.
I had a faux hawk with frosted tips.
That makes it worse.
I should have explained this to allow you to scorn me that much worse.
I think you did, and I can't. It's indefensible. You succumb to peer pressure.
You're right.
You saw the error of your ways, though. At least you acknowledge this now.
Uh-huh. I'll never live it down. I didn't even have to show you those pictures. I didn't even have to tell you about it, but I did, and I'm sorry.
Because that's marriage.
And I'm sorry.
I know everything about you.
Oh, God. She continues, I was one of the few people in my dorm that showed up with a desktop computer. Oh well, I'm still super picky about keyboards, and I don't really like typing on a laptop. I'm the same.
I was using a laptop yesterday that was a Mac, and I've never had a Mac in any variety.
Correct, yeah.
And I have such a hard time with a completely different computer, number one, and a laptop, number two.
Yep. I've never owned a Mac. We all have iPads and iPhones.
Yeah, that's different.
And we have like Apple TVs. Like I've never owned an Apple computer. No. I've used them. Like my middle school had the candy colored iMacs.
Nice.
That's what I learned to type on. So like keyboards. So I've had very few desktop computers. My very first one was a Packard Bell in the 90s. The first brand new one I got in the year 2000 probably, I think, was a Gateway. That was a tower. But after that, it was pretty much all laptops. Like I got another Gateway laptop when I went to college. That was the one that I mentioned in the episode. I got, I think, a couple of HP laptops. And then since then, it's just been pretty much all laptops. You made the transition. Yeah, just because I like the ability to be able to just take it anywhere. I could sit it down. Like the thing that we are recording this on is a laptop. Mm-hmm. So they're just very convenient. Now, up in my office where I work every day, I have a couple of desktops. And that's where I do that kind of work. And it's just for the application of what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Now, I used to write. I did some blogging and writing back in the day. I started in college. And typing on a laptop keyboard, not my favorite thing. I would just hook up a full-sized keyboard that had the 10 key and everything. That's what I miss about laptop keyboards is the 10 key. Yeah. I need those numbers over there.
Yeah, it's annoying to have to chicken peck up at the top.
Yeah, I was always bad at that.
You're never taught how to do that typing effectively.
Right, I was, but I never got it down. I type really fast.
For letters?
Right, just in general. I type very fast. My words per minute in way back in the day, I was up in the 130s.
Show off.
That kind of a thing.
Bragging a little bit?
Yes, I was. I ain't that good anymore because I don't type nearly as much. But, back in the day, I could really get it down. So I agree with you. It just takes getting used to, but I cannot live without my 10 key. And hardly any laptops or desktops, for that matter, are made with 10 keys anymore. You can't buy an Apple keyboard that has a 10 key.
Weird.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
I don't like that.
The computer I had when I went to college was a desktop.
Yeah.
And it had no floppy disk drive. And I didn't know this, and I bought floppy disks because I was like, I'm in college, I need a floppy disk. And I was like, where's the drive?
Yep.
But it had a USB drive.
Yeah.
I didn't know what that was. Uh-huh. And somebody came and used my computer for something, and he pops open this flap that I didn't even know was there, and he sticks in a USB. I was like, what the hell is this What?
Yeah. I think I bought my first USB thumb drive in college that was 128 megabytes.
Oh, the times they are changing.
Oh, yeah.
But we digress.
Yeah. Let's get back to Stephanie's email. So we were talking about frosted tips and laptops.
The title of your autobiography.
She continues, the bend and snap scene just makes me cringe. Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah. Again, it's just one of those things that I feel like the director, the writer, whoever was on set really, really wanted to get this in the movie. Yeah. They thought it was really clever, and it just fell flat.
It has lived on, but when you watch it now,
it's just weird.
Far removed from when it first came out, I had different thoughts on it.
It feels forced.
Yeah.
So glad that Vivian is a real character and not some two-dimensional character like most of the other side characters.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, and we talked about that. It's like she is actually given an arc. Mm-hmm. Like she starts off as this vindictive bitch.
Yeah, rich bitch.
Yeah, she just wants to ruin the life of Reese Witherspoon and whatever. And it turns out in the end, hey, she's actually cool.
Yeah.
No perms for me, but I would definitely sleep in sponge curlers to get tight little curls.
Oh boy, I want pictures of those, please. Thank you.
Yeah.
Because that's not how her hair looks.
Love superfan Stephanie. Thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Legally Blonde. What a movie.
You loved it.
It was pretty good. So yeah, we do want to hear from you. That was Legally Blonde. If you want to talk about that movie, if you want to talk about any of the movies that we've covered, if you want to just give us a topic of conversation, I like those.
I also like those.
This is one of our favorite parts of the entire thing. So we want to hear from you. Give us something to talk about.
Yeah, I posed one earlier in this episode. What's a movie you know exists and you don't have a clue what it's about?
Right.
So like the one I always bring up is Carlito's Way. What the hell is that?
Right.
I know the title. I don't know what it's about.
Seems like it's about drugs.
Maybe?
That's my assumption.
But that's just based on a title.
Yep.
We don't know anything about it. Mm-hmm. What movie is that for you?
Yeah.
Tell us. We want to hear from you.
Tell us. Email us. neverseenitpod@gmail.com is the address to send that. Or if you want to follow us on Twitter, reach out to us there. We'll read tweets. We don't care. I don't care what form your communique is.
If we're Facebook friends, send me a Facebook message.
If you got our cell phone number, just fucking text us. I don't care. We'll take all comers. But the Twitter handle, if you will, it is neverseenit_pod. Neverseenit_pod on Twitter. And if you please, you could also support us financially. What? Mm-hmm. After you feed your family and pay your bills and contribute to all of your favorite charities.
You can feed my family.
You could feed us. We like food. You like food, don't you, Betsy?
It's okay. I like Taco Bell.
Yes, you do. That is our fast casual Mexican restaurant of choice.
Sure.
Sponsored by Taco Bell.
I wish.
Oh God, please! If you know somebody at Taco Bell and wants to sponsor,
Taco Bell.
if you know anybody who wants to sponsor this here podcast, give us a call. Send us their info.
Send it on Twitter.
Send it on Twitter. But yeah, send us some money. Click the link in the podcast description. It is anchor.fm/neverseenitpod/support. I believe is the URL. But yeah, that's it for us, Betsy. Demolition Man is in the books.
Indeed.
We'll be back with yet another one next time on Never Seen It.
Thanks, bye!